Let's ASMR this. Some of you are immediately clicking away from the video simply because I did that, and I can't say that I blame you. I want to talk to you today about balance with food, specifically junk food. Recently, I've been putting a lot of time into a social media platform called Lemonade. Honestly, I have not had much luck on TikTok or Instagram, and it's probably me. I know that I have valuable information to share, and I've just been looking for the right platform and I think the right audience, and I found it. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is V. I am a certified holistic health coach. I honestly just want people to live happy, well-balanced, holistic lives. Maybe there is someone out there who, like me, is realistic and doesn't eat 100% clean all of the time. I try my best. Every once in a while, I just need to eat something that is not grown in the dirt. That's the only way I can describe it. And so I eat processed foods sometimes. I live an 80-20 lifestyle. So 80% of my foods are holistic, made from scratch. Then the other 20%, they're foods that maintain balance and make me feel like I'm a normal human being. This is the video for someone who is tired of restricting and wants to live a reasonable, balanced life. Because I think the problem with going 100% on anything is that at some point you're going to teeter-totter back. There's a positive, there's a negative, right? If you're going to go high, you're going to go low, and that's just life. And so I think if you can avoid this and you can get more to a place like this, then life is more manageable. I have a gluten allergy. I've been gluten-free for about 2 or 3 years now. With having a gluten allergy means there are a lot of processed foods that you cannot eat. You want to eat them, but you simply can't, because then your inflammation will go through the roof and you will start having IBS and chronic inflammation and brain fog, and you'll sleep for hours and hours. Yeah, you'll be an emotional roller coaster, and gluten does scary, scary things to me. With that, I had to find healthy alternatives to the junk foods that I loved and cherished so much. So I guess one of the first easiest swaps I want to start with is Olipop. I get a lot of mixed reviews on Olipop. Some people love them and others absolutely hate them and think that they taste like garbage fruit water. I, however, absolutely love and cherish Olipop. Some people like Poppy. I tried Poppy. It seemed super artificially sweet to me, artificially flavored, and I couldn't do it. One of my favorites is the grape. I think this is like a great equivalent for the classic Fanta grape soda. Another one is the orange. I love the orange. It's like a perfect equivalent to Crush. I really like the root beer. I think the root beer it's different for sure. It, like, when you're drinking it, you're like, this is healthy. It's still like a good supplement, I think, for root beer. Can't say that I love the Coke. I didn't like the vintage cola. And then the Dr. Goodwin was supposed to be like a Dr. Pepper equivalent, and I was a Dr. Pepper girl growing up. I identified with Dr. Pepper in junior high. I can say it does not taste the same at all. So there are some wins, there are some losses with Olipop. When I first started drinking these, I definitely noticed that they have probiotics in them, because I would drink one and then immediately need to go to the bathroom. But now I have a healthier gut microbiome that isn't so reactive when it finally gets probiotics or prebiotics in it, and I can drink these like a normal human being without having to run to the bathroom. Overall, been a really good replacement for soda. If you are interested in trying Olipop, I do have a link listed below where you can get $15 off your first order. I would definitely try the variety pack if it's your first time. You can also go to like a local Target. They have them in Walmart. You can go try them. If you want that $15 off your first order, you can go to the link below. So we're going to break this up into categories. And the first category we're going to talk about is salty. I am a salty girl. Salty, salty. Leave your desserts at home. Bring me a bag of chips. That is all I am interested in. Thank you. I do not care for mass amounts of sugar. I just want salt all day. I personally enjoy Lay's, but they are so greasy. I eat Cape Cod, and I just get the original sea salt potato chips, and they are just... And Costco sells like a giant bag of them. I will take that and happily eat it in its entirety if I don't portion control myself. If I don't grab my cute little bowl and put the chips in it and say, that is all you're going to eat, I will eat the whole bag. But it's okay. We just portion control. We're fine. Kraft mac and cheese. That was one of the hardest things to lose, and the Kraft one specifically, because there's just something about it. The savoriness of the cheese and the chewiness of the noodle, but it's okay because Annie's made a pretty good equivalent, and it is gluten-free. It's the rice pasta and cheddar. They also have a white cheddar that's pretty good, but like if you're looking for that Kraft equivalent, those weird little macaronis, that's your go-to. All of you salty girls out there, you salty, cheesy girls. Cheez-Its? I know. I miss Cheez-Its. I found a pretty good equivalent, and it has a lot more flavor and spice. If you're a plain girly and you just want like cheese and salt, maybe these aren't for you. But if you're the type of girl that wants to explore different herbal blends of your crackers, I would give these a go. It is the Simple Mills Farmhouse Cheddar Crackers. Farmhouse Cheddar Crackers. Why is that so hard to say? Farmhouse Cheddar Crackers. Farmhouse Cheddar Crackers. Farmhouse Cheddar Crackers. Wow. They're bomb. Honestly, like the first time I tried them, I was shook, as the kids say. I was like, wow, this is the cheese equivalent that I was looking for, and it has even more flavor, and I think because of the use of the spices, it's more satiating, meaning that like when I eat it, I feel full. I feel satisfied. Pre-popped popcorn. Traditionally, I would have just done like a run-of-the-mill one, maybe like Skinny Pop or Smart Food or whatever. The lesser evil Himalayan salt popcorn, y'all, it comes in this huge bag and it's like actually full. When does that ever happen? Sour cream and onion chips. The Good Crisp Company. I'm in like a Pringles style container, and they're kind of Pringles style, but they are so good, and they honestly like genuinely, it tastes like real sour cream, real onion, and like just a little hint of salt. Pizza rolls. I loved pizza rolls. I would come home from school, I would run into the kitchen, I'd grab the pizza rolls from the freezer, I'd throw them onto a plate, and I'd pop those puppies in the microwave and watching as the cheese oozed out of the sides. And then I would eat them. I would devour them. And it was so good. And I missed that experience until recently. Cauliflower came out with little pizza bites. They're good. They're a little expensive. When you open up the package, you're going to be disappointed at how many are in there. But if you have it in your budget to waste money on things like that, then go for it. I certainly don't have it in my budget, but for some reason I do it every once in a while so that I can relive those cherished childhood memories. Let's move on. Probably isn't the healthiest alternative, but I don't care. Okay, the whole point of this is that it's junk food. So I don't need you in my comments saying that microwave popcorn is terrible for you. You shouldn't even use a microwave. Get out of here. Leave. This video isn't for you, obviously. If you want to keep avoiding all of the oils and all of the radiation and technology, and you don't want to just sometimes live your life, fine. Go find someone else's channel. That's not me. Popped popcorn. I grew up on the Act 2 extreme butter, like extra buttery, nasty popcorn, like the kind that you could still feel it on you the next day. It was crazy. Like I would go to the orthodontist weeks later and they'd be like, you had popcorn, and I'd be like, that was so long ago. Maybe that was just my oral hygiene. Now I eat Orville Redenbacher's lightly salted popcorn. The Orville Redenbacher's Naturals, simply salted. They're very good, and I've also fed them to children, and the children approved and said it was very good as well. So, I love cheese. I love cheese. It does not hurt me. It does not affect me. And I think that is just because of my milk-maid Scandinavian ancestors. It is spreadable cheese. So like the Laughing Cow cheese or like cream cheese. I recently discovered this cheese while in Saudi Arabia. And let me tell you, in Saudi Arabia, they have real dairy. Not like here, where everything is homogenized and over-pasteurized. And it basically, by the time it gets to you, it's water. No. There's real fat in this stuff, and it is so good. There was a chocolate milk over there that I'm still, when I go back, that's the first thing I'm doing. The plane lands, I'm going into one of the little stores, and I'm grabbing that chocolate milk, and I'm just going to keep chugging it and chugging it and chugging it until it hurts. That's how good the chocolate milk was, because that's how good their dairy is. I discovered this spreadable cheese, and it is so good with bagels and with crackers. Basically anything that you would want to put spreadable cheese on. It is amazing. And it is called Kiri. And it is a full-fat spreadable cheese. Comes in a cute little block. Changed my life. Gotta say, it's changed my life. Another recent discovery that I've made that has been vital to the healthy junk food swap development of my life. Doritos, the nacho cheese. I don't care about Cool Ranch. Get out of here. Nacho cheese is the superior Dorito flavor. And I will take that to my grave. I was roaming the aisles, lost, desperately wanting to find my Dorito equivalent, when suddenly I saw it there. The Target brand tortilla chips, nacho cheese flavored, and they're gluten-free. See how easy it is, Doritos? See how easy it is? Target did it. I took them home in hopes that they would fulfill my needs, and they delivered. I smashed that bag in under 24 hours, and I went back and got 2 more. If you have been desperately searching for a nacho cheese Dorito equivalent for your gluten allergy, that's the one. And honestly, like if you just want to eat something cleaner, it has such better ingredients. That's like the point of all of these, is that they do have better ingredients and they don't have dyes in them. So that's something that matters to you. I have always been a ramen noodle girl. I've been trying to search for an equivalent to the spicy noodles, the spicy cup noodles, the Shin Ramyun or whatever. And I haven't found like the exact equivalent when it comes to spice level. But as far as like savoriness and ease of application, how easy it is to make them, Tom Yum ramen that I found online. Ma's Gourmet. It's got really clean ingredients. It's vegan, gluten-free. It's so easy to make, and I usually put an egg in it with a little like extra garlic powder and onion powder and cayenne. Honestly, it's really good. Let's move on to sweets for my dessert girlies. The chocolate that you buy in the store sucks. Your regular Hershey's, Reese's, it is not giving you the full profile of the chocolate. It's kind of like if you were constantly drinking frappuccinos instead of just drinking coffee, you would never really know what coffee tasted like. There is an amazing brand called Enjoy Life. They are very allergy conscious chocolate candy bars and all kinds of other stuff too, but these are primarily what I use. They make chocolate chips that you can also use in baking. But yeah, they have rice milk. They even have like a Crunch Bar equivalent, and their dark chocolate is my absolute favorite. Honestly, a cherished childhood food of mine, childhood candy, is an Almond Joy. My mom used to always get one when we go to the grocery store, and she would split it with me. And honestly, there's nothing really wrong with the Almond Joys. It's just they're incredibly sweet, and again, you're missing like profile, that hint of like nuttiness and coconut and chocolate, because it's being smothered by the amount of sugar that they're putting into it. A good equivalent that I've found for this are the Unreal coconut bars. They don't have the almonds in them, so I just kind of like will eat those on the side and like combine it together. That's been the best equivalent I've been able to find that's like healthier. If you have found an Almond Joy equivalent, like 100%, or like even better, like with dark chocolate, please put it in the comments, because I desperately would like to experience that whole thing together. Another one that I recently became like re-obsessed with, I wasn't crazy about Reese's peanut butter cups when I was a kid, but my mom was. And then recently in my adult life, I've like become more enthused by peanut butter and chocolate as a combination. And my go-to for peanut butter cups now is Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups or the Justin's peanut butter cups. Those are good if you don't have a Trader Joe's in your area. I recently tried a Reese's for the first time again in a very long time, and I took one bite and spit it out because it was so sweet, like my mouth was hurting. It was weird. So another equivalent that my recently new husband had actually discovered, Fruit Loop equivalent. My husband found the Magic Spoon fruity cereal, and it is pretty dang close. It's not the same. It has a little more spices to it. Again, like most of this processed stuff, all they need is the artificial flavor and sugar. But when you take those elements out, you have to supplement with actual real ingredients, right? And so it's not going to taste exactly the same. Sometimes it's going to have a different texture. Honestly, I was happy with it. It had like a little too much of a cinnamon spice on the end. I know what they were trying to accomplish, and I'm happy with it as a replacement. One that I've been recently very impressed with has been a replacement for waffles, just like regular old toaster waffles, frozen waffles that you throw in the oven or you throw in the toaster. The Kodiak gluten-free frontier oat waffles. They're actually really good. Again, my husband discovered these at a store, immediately grabbed them. He's always so excited to introduce new gluten-free foods that he finds to me. It didn't feel like I was eating something gluten-free or I was eating something healthier, right? It just tasted like a waffle to me. It's obviously not going to taste like Eggos because it has probably like half the sugar. As you start eating healthier, your palate changes and you start to taste things differently, literally. When I stopped eating gluten, I felt like I could taste my food better. It was crazy. So Skittles has been in the news recently for having toxic ingredients. I'll leave that linked below for you to read about if you're a Skittles person. Good replacement to Skittles would be Yum Earth's Giggles, which is a chewy, hard candy. There are no dyes, no weird ingredients. I would try those. So that is all that I have for you. If I discover more, I will be posting them on my Lemon8. If you want to follow me there, I would be happy to have you join our community. My handle is IamVHarmon, and I will be posting lots more holistic health content there. And if you want to learn more about the details of these foods, go check out the blog post that I recently wrote and posted on this, and that will be linked below. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope that you go easy on yourself and remember that balance is key. Nobody is perfect, and we all deserve to enjoy life's guilty pleasures every once in a while within moderation. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.